back in the west side of Sanur, and I'm on my way to meet Susan. Not my wife Susan, but my friend Susan, who incidentally introduced me to my wife Susan. And it's really funny because I've known my friend Susan for about 2 days longer than I've known my wife Susan, because my friend Susan actually introduced me to my wife Susan. It's going to be a really complicated tale of the two Susans today. Let's get stuck in. My friend Susan's actually an architect and also a marine conservationist. She did a master's degree in Australia some years after I met her. Really talented person, very smart. And she's actually building a villa complex. And I believe it's just been completed, and she's invited Susan and I to have a look at the villa complex. There's some sort of like opening ceremony thing they do in Bali where you have to have, it has to be blessed by a local priest and all that sort of stuff. I mean, you don't have to, but that's the sort of custom here in Bali. But what's really interesting about this story is that I sort of lost touch with my friend Susan for many years. Susan and I, my wife Susan and I, moved from Bandung into Bali 2 years ago, or well, it's getting up to 2.5, isn't it really? 2.5 years ago. And yeah, we sort of lost touch with our friend Susan. And one day we were eating in a warung and she was riding past on a motorbike. And she spotted Susan and I and stopped and just dropped in. And we were shocked. We were like, who's this? Like, we just were not expecting her to be there. You know, our frame of reference for our friend Susan is always in Bandung. But she spotted us, and since then we've sort of caught up semi-regularly just to sort of have a bit of a chat. She's really good in the property sort of scene. Like, she's not an agent or anything like that, but she's just smart. So she's sort of got an investment property down in Canggu, and so she's sort of been helping us with how you might negotiate when buying a property and that sort of stuff. Just being sort of a really good help in that way. The story of how my friend Susan and I met is quite interesting as well. I was at a meetup with a bunch of couch surfing style people, the travel community in Bandung. And my friend Susan was there, and we met and we sort of had a chat, and I think I was talking about how I was writing guidebooks at the time, and that was about it really. A couple of days later, I was going to a cafe and I spotted my friend Susan, and she was with two other people, a guy named Jimmy and my future wife Susan, who I had never met before. But they were also travellers, so it was all a big sort of travel community type thing. And from that point on, my future wife Susan and I sort of communicated a lot more, and that's how we got to know each other, through the sort of travel community. And that's the story of how my friend Susan introduced me to my wife Susan. Pretty cool, eh? So you'll see I'm here by the Pandai Putri supermarket, and these villas that I'm going to have a look at are down this little side road. So really great location. Susan bought this land, so she owns it. And because she's an architect, she actually designed her own little accommodation there. And she had a thing in mind, and I might sort of clarify this with her a little bit later, because I went down there when they were first sort of being built. I haven't seen the finished product, but might clarify. But she said that she sort of wanted it sort of like a living arrangement, not a full villa style thing, but more of a communal living where people can live fairly comfortably longer term. Maybe not for the rest of their lives, but who knows? We'll have a look when we get there, see what they're like. Hello. Susan di mana? Oh yeah. Wow, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Looks like they've just been finished as well. Wow, that is amazing. Look at that. Really nice. I love this this brickwork here. Really nice brickwork, isn't it? Keeps sort of that Balinese styling in the forefront as well. Ah, hello, Susan. Hello. Bye. This part of the ceremony is really important. This is a symbolism of when it pops, when there's a popping sound, the energy, oh, there it goes. The energy has been released and it's welcoming you into this place. It means this place has been purified. A really important point of the ceremony. In the background, we still have the priest in there doing his thing. Before we get inside and have a bit of a tour, because this is like just finished, there's still this outside area, which obviously we have to talk about. Why does it look like that? Well, because it hasn't been cleaned up yet, because it's still, the building site was going on until yesterday. So what they're going to do, they're going to clean all that up. This whole land is not going to be developed for a while yet. They don't have the money to go and build more units and all that sort of stuff. But so what that means is this land here is sort of like vacant land. So once they clean it up and get all of this rubbish and building material out of the way, they're open to people even sort of creating their own little garden area, or maybe growing a few veggies or something like that in the meantime. The concept of this unit complex is interesting. They're not really sure what people want in terms of whether they want daily rentals or longer term. So they haven't really, because they've never rented these things out before, they don't really know what people want. So I think what's important is that once you see these places, you probably have an idea in your mind what it's more suitable for. I've just been inside that bottom floor down there where the priest is doing that ceremony, and I think it's perfect, like as a little unit, just perfect for a couple. I'll take you for a tour through it, but not yet. Once they finish splashing all the holy water around the place, we'll go for a bit of a tour through. They've actually got 3 units. Susan is going to be in one of them. That's her plan, but if they're really popular, she said that she'd even rent her unit out if need be. But for the time being, she sees herself living in this smaller one at the end here, and then there's 2 here, which are they look fantastic, brand new, you know. And of course, when you have a new build in a place like Indonesia, there are always a few little things that you've got to sort of fix up as you go, because the builders have left. And then if you've got little things that need to be addressed, you know, obviously Susan will do that. That there is the process of burying some of the things that have already been blessed, and you bury it on the property as part of the ceremonial process. So this is called Macharo, this ceremony. There's a bigger one called Malaspas as well, but this is Macharo. It's a smaller version of it. And all the burying's gone down there. The houses have been blessed now, and the ceremony's actually concluded. It's actually the first house blessing/cleansing ceremony that I've ever been to, and really fascinating just to see what goes on, how it works. Really important. And after seeing that particular ceremony, I'm pretty convinced now that if I build my own house, I'll be definitely doing one of these ceremonies as well, even though I'm not Hindu, because I think it's just so powerful symbolically as well. So this one here, that's tumpeng, and now that is a classic Indonesian thing that you do when you're celebrating something, whether it be a birthday or office celebration, or if you've got a new house development like that, you'll have tumpeng. And in the middle of there's a cone of rice, yeah? And when the celebration's about to be sort of done, you chop that, you chop the top of that cone and then give the cone to someone in the sort of the party. Really interesting cultural phenomenon. You'll see that everywhere. If you're doing celebrations in Indonesia, you will see tumpeng a lot. It's a really traditional thing. A lot more common in Bali and Java. It's got Hindu Buddhist roots, but you do see it in other cities as well. But yeah, because of that Hindu Buddhist, roots, you do see it always in Java and always in Bali. It's just very, very common, especially at those more formal little occasions.
Iya gitu. Amin. Semoga rumahnya cerah terus. Amin. Enggak. Oh gitu. Buat nanti di ujung rumah.
There you go, one of the really important cultural phenomena here in Indonesia. So if you ever around one of these things, you'll know what's going on when they cut that tumpeng like that, and you'll know what it's called too. And then after that, everyone just digs in, basically. So I'm going to show you around a little bit now. Susan, the owner of the place, is doing a bit of a house tour. It's like if you wanted to stay here, you could probably just contact her directly. I might actually get her details and put them in the comments. She says that this particular unit here, she's going to put on Airbnb This one here, she's going to do like a long-term lease thing, which could be suitable for some people. And she'll do, you know, deals for like monthly rentals or, you know, 3 monthly rentals or whatever. If you're interested, you know, check it out. But let's just go and have a look around. So the front door is like that, and you come straight in. This is where the ceremony was just here, and that's the lounge room. It's actually quite large. The lounge room's quite large. I'll show you. Like you have the couch there. Over there, they actually have a TV unit that you can put your TV on. They have a living room table as well, but yeah, that's all taken up with the all the ceremonial stuff at the moment. But that'll all be, you know, tidied up over the next day or so. And then basically, you have stairs going to a second floor. Wow. But over here, so I'll show you over there. That there is the bedroom. I'll show you. So you come through that door, and then you have a large bed in here. This is sort of your main bedroom downstairs. Nice bit of natural light there. And this is the ensuite bathroom. Look at this. Nice outdoor shower. Look at that thing. That's like an enormous bath if you wanted to have a bath. And there's a bit of open air there as well. And then your toilet's in there. It's absolutely beautiful. Massive, massive bathroom area. Just wonderful, actually. The bedroom's cool as well. So you got air conditioning in here. I'll show you what it's like upstairs. Look at this. Look at all the natural light in this place. Absolutely amazing. You have a little patio area out there. Just beautiful. Looks like you're in the Mediterranean or something like that. And then there's this little study area. Air conditioning as well. So obviously, if you sort of have a computer and you need to work, you've got this little study area, which is right next to this other bedroom. So you've got a second bedroom upstairs, and then a nice little balcony. Look at that. And another bathroom. Beautiful. That is really nice, isn't it? Really nice. Just beautiful. It gets a nice breeze up here because you're on the second floor here with this sliding door open. Nice and cool, but I mean, you'd probably be having that on at night anyway, the AC. Obviously a little kitchen area here as well, kitchenette. I mean, you could do a little bit of cooking there if you wanted to. The honest, and there's lots of storage up there as well. The honest opinion though is when you're living in Bali, you don't do a lot of cooking. You'll be heating things up maybe, but not really doing like full cooking most of the time because you just eat out all the time. I mean, especially in this location, it's very close to some really good eating, like within, I don't know, 2-minute walk. There's lots of good places to eat and drink for sure. The next one we're going to have a look at looks like this. Look at nice hardwood floors, really solid floors. And this is your little downstairs area with your big lounge. You'll have your TV there. Nice kitchen. Nice kitchen. Look at that. Nice induction hot plate and a gas burner. Yeah, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. I guess you've got a bathroom down here. Yeah. Bathroom and shower. Oh, nice. You can shower downstairs. What else? Little back door, little back alleyway there. I'm thinking it's probably where your fridge is going to go, in that little nook. You have storage under there. Now, I believe this one's also going to be on Airbnb, but there's one next door to this, which is like a mirror of this, which will be long term. But yeah, if you feel like you could do long term in a place like this, you just have to contact Susan and see what you can come up with, I guess. So let's get up these stairs, see what the bedroom is like up here. Oh, it's beautiful. So the AC up here, that's going to keep you cool. They've even, I noticed they've got some curtains they've put up there. So if you wanted to sort of curtain off your room overnight, you could do that. I guess maybe to keep cool air in. Beautiful and light though, really light and bright, which is nice. Like I know my house doesn't have a lot of good natural light in it, which is the only criticism I have of that. But this place has heaps. Looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Really, just feels nice that it's so modern as well. So this is the last of the little rooms that Susan's built. This is where she's going to live, but you never know. It's still not finished yet, so you'll see the unfinished product here. Bit of a building site, but here we go. Oh God, looks pretty good. Wow, look at that, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, also have a bathroom down here. Look at this. Beautiful little bathroom. Nice little compact number. Love it. It's good. Got the workers down here. They're currently main up there. Like apa main apa? Mobile Legends. Ada Gatot Kaca. Ada, ya pasti. They're playing Mobile Legends where they've got the hero Gatot Kaca in it. Nice. These windows are tinted, so you don't get all of that real big heat. So you can keep it a little bit cooler, but you get all the natural light as well. You can swing those open, those windows, and that beautiful up there. This is Susan's little house, and it looks amazing already. And she has a nice stained glass window up there that I can notice. Let's have a look. That is Susan's custom designed stained glass. Look at that. You've got the fish scales and a shell, which is pays homage to her marine science type background. Also an avid diver, and she lived in the country of Palau for a while. She knows all about marine life. So if you have any questions and you live here, she'll have all the answers. Her window comes out here, look at this, and you have a little balcony area like that. And then obviously that's all your utilities upstairs. I mean, it's a pretty good view from up here. Not bad at all. Beautiful. What a beautiful sort of complex of buildings this is. So I just pulled Susan aside. We're just going to have a bit of a chat. So what's your plan for this place, like from now on? Like, so you're going to do some Airbnb stuff or long-term rental? How's that going to work?
So the original plan is because I have my parents here, so this is actually the compound for the family in the future. When my parents actually retire one day. But while waiting for that, we also want to make the space open for everyone. So we want to invite everyone to come join us and be part of our family.
And that's what the name of this place.
Correct.
So the name of this place is
Sadayana.
Sadayana. That's a Sundanese word, a West Java word that means means
everyone.
Everyone. It means everyone. I was about to say Indonesian word.
Sadayana means everyone.
And you were saying earlier that maybe one of these places you might rent out longer term. Maybe if someone comes along that's sort of the right fit. And it would be like this one here, would it?
Like this one here. I mean, depending on who's kind of like looking for Because I also have like my brother lives with our nephews, and then when they come here, they probably need a bigger house. So I'm thinking maybe the bigger house is maybe for them when they come here.
Well, so I guess people can contact you directly, and then maybe figure something out. Maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't. Beautiful. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you so much.
What a wonderful little place that is. I really love it. I think that's going to really suit a lot of people. If you're at all interested, I'll put Susan's contact details below, or the name of the accommodation, Sadayana. Have a chat with her, see if you like it or not. But it's interesting. I mean, there's not many of those places sort of really opening up around Sanur. I find that the accommodation situation is quite tight still, even though a lot of people want to live here. And there's a little bit of land available. It just never seems to get that much development, really. Here we are, and we're back at Pandai Putri, It's just there. And then across the road, you've got the Jaya fried chicken. You've got a new pizzeria opening. You've got the walk-in bar, which is under construction or renovation again. And you've got after work for pizza over there. And you've got the Morris Toko where you can have a few beers in the afternoon. And then that is another good place. It's Warung Ayu. It's really cool, like a cool location. There's actually another place being built here at the moment. And what are they saying? They're saying, you can get a 2-bedroom place for 300,000 Australian dollars. I'm not sure why they're advertising in Australian dollars. You're not really supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to have it in the local currency. But anyway, the thing about that is that currently the Indonesian rupiah is going down the toilet and the Australian dollar is strengthening. So you don't get any benefit from those currency conversions at the moment because it's advertised in Aussie dollars. From behind, that actually looks like quite a big complex, that one. That's interesting as well if you're looking for something along those lines. This place is being built for ages. For ages. For rent at the moment. It's still not quite completed. Shop and apartment. I think that place was under construction when I first moved here over 2 years ago. Like it's been going for that long, but they're pretty close to being finished. I live way down the end of this road, so this is Jalan Sekuta. I live at the other end of this. I've got about a half an hour walk from here. But there's another place up here on the left called Urban Haven, which is little apartments. I think they go for $6.5 million a month. They're a cheaper style place, a bit smaller than what we would have seen at Susan's place. They're actually quite good for the price, especially very good value for money. But it depends what you want, you know. There's different things for different budgets. But this is all west side stuff, you know. It's a bit more residential, a bit more suburban than the beach side, which is a bit more, I don't know, would you go east side? You might. You might. I'm just not sure, because if you live here long term, it really is up to each individual to decide whether they want to be in the hustle and bustle of the tourist seasons, you know what I mean? There are pluses and minuses for sure, like absolutely for sure. But yeah, each person's got to decide that on their own. But you do pay a lot more for it on beach side. Well, there you go. That's a little accommodation update here in the west side of Sanur. Thanks for coming along for the ride today, and thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all things Sanur and the rest of Indonesia. I'll catch you next time, and sampai jumpa.